Welcome in, everybody, to a new episode of Nintendo Rewind, and we have some new faces here with us for the evening. I'm super excited. I'm super stoked. We have a Histo Wii special for you guys tonight, where we're going to be going over 21 games that were released within the last week, but not last week, years ago, within these same sets of dates. And I do want to welcome you guys in. But first, without any further ado, I do need to introduce my co-hosts for the evening. My name is Kody. I'll be hosting the trivia as far as that goes. You guys know me. I don't know. Some of you guys might love me. Who knows? But I'm also joined by Joshua over to my right, your all's left. You can wave at the crowd. That's fine. That's fine,
Waving
Josh.
the right way, right?
You are. You absolutely are. But we're also joined by some new faces that you guys might not be familiar with. To my left, your all's right. We've got Ryan Black from Nintendo Nostalgia Podcast. Ryan, how are you doing tonight, my good sir?
Doing great.
That is good to
Looks
hear.
familiar.
He does look a little familiar, doesn't he? For those not in the know, Josh and Ryan and a couple of other guys, Jacob and Chris, had a show, and that show is still going on with Ryan and Jacob at the helm. Nintendo Nostalgia Podcast. You guys need to go check that out. It is on all the audio platforms you could possibly hope for. To my bottom right, your all's bottom left, we've got none other than Nolan Filter. Nolan, introduce yourself. Tell the people what you're about, my good sir.
Hello, I'm Calamity Nolan on Twitch. I play a lot of Nintendo games, even though I'm the only one here without Nintendo in their branding. And I also have with me my Monster Plush of the Week, Frog Detective, who I think counts because the trilogy was released on Switch. So, a Nintendo mascot now.
Absolutely. Welcome into the Nintendo family, Nintendo Nolan, Alolan Nolan, but better known as Calamity Nolan. So, and then to my bottom left, we've got the one, the only, there's not another like him because God broke the mold when he saw what came out of it. Chris Becker, aka Super Nintendo Dad. Chris, how are you doing tonight, and what are you into?
What's going on? I'm into a lot of things, like bird watching, bird calling, bird feeding. There's a lot that I'm into, a lot pertaining to birds. Wingspan, great game. Go ahead and play it.
Shout out to Wingspan.
Yeah. Other than that, not too much. I ate some food tonight, for dinner. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Was it bird related?
It was chicken. Yeah, it was.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
I know all about that.
Listen, the birds call, man. The birds call. So tonight's special episode, if you guys have watched any of our previous episodes for at least the last 6 weeks, we've been doing a segment that was originally titled TDINHGG because I didn't have a better name for it, which was short for This Day in Nintendo History Guessing Game. We eventually settled on a title called Histo Wii. But tonight's special episode, again, just to remind everybody, we are going to be doing trivia about video games that released anywhere between February 7th through February 13th, but not in 2024, all the way back into years past, into the early 80s. So I do want to thank you guys so much, my friends, for joining me for this special episode. Josh, of course, you were expected to be here, sir. Thank you for making the time. Thank you for making the time.
Yeah, except for Josh.
Yeah, except for Josh. Darn Josh. But I am very excited. I do want to thank a couple of people for coming in and subscribing this past week. We did hit affiliate status over this last week, and it was thanks to your all's efforts for being here and watching our stream, watching our show. But I do want to thank Mrs. Nerdwire for going in and subbing in at Tier 1. I want to thank Stupid Cow 007 for that Prime subscription. I want to thank Prozac 990 for that Prime subscription. Also, Prozac, if you're out there in the live chat, thank you so much for the 10 bits as well. Calamity Nolan, 6 months at Tier 1. Nolan, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate your support. And then also during this episode, Emperor Gombessa subscribing at tier 1 for 6 months. Thank you so much for that support as well. Shout out to you guys. Without any further ado, what we're going to do is we are going to start the evening off with a special first question, and this is going to determine the person that gets to pick the category for tonight, for the very first category. And we got a rogue dog on stream. That's so cute. So Price is Right rules, okay, fellas? Price is Right rules. You need to name the year that this game was released, okay? So the game is Super Mario Land. And we're going to go in a clockwise order, starting at Nolan.
Let's say 1992.
Okay. Joshua, what's your guess for this one? Super Mario Land. Nolan has 1992.
I am going to say 1990.
Okay. 1990 and 1992 have been taken. Ryan, what is your guess, sir?
Oh, I'm gonna throw out 1991.
1991. Okay. We are doing this. We are absolutely doing this Price is Right rules. I see that. Add a 1 to it. And Chris, what is your guess?
You know, I got to go with 1989. Otherwise, I got to go 94, which I don't think it is. So I'll go with 89.
All right. So the person who gets to select the date, or my apologies, the category for the very first category for Histo-Wii is actually going to be Chris. Super Nintendo, right on the nose with 1989. It was released April 21st, 1989 in Japan.
It was born the year I was born. Oh, okay, in Japan. Okay.
Yep, in Japan, but had its North American release followed in August of that same year, so 1989. Congratulations, Super Nintendo. You get to pick the first category, and we're going to go over to the category board here right now. So for first category, Chris, what category would you like to start with, my good sir?
We're going to start with none other than the Nintendo Switch.
The Nintendo Switch. All right, so we are going to be starting with Nintendo Switch. Let me get those clues brought into my software here. My apologies, as it is going to take me just a moment to get everything situated as we do this. Your first clue on the board for trivia, and mind you, be ready to buzz as we go through this.
Okay.
Your first clue for trivia. This Minecraft-like, released on February 9th, 2018 for North American region audiences. Okay. We're going to be going to the second clue. Let me get that second clue queued up here now. And second clue will be coming to you guys in the private chat. Second clue has been shot to you. Let me reveal it to the audience. We have the very first buzzer on the board, and that is Nolan. Let me refresh this because my buzzer is not wanting to work for some reason. Let me interact. Nolan, what would you like to guess for your very first one?
Dragon Quest Builders.
Dragon Quest Builders is absolutely correct. 1 point on the board for Nolan. And Nolan, because you got that, you get to pick the next category.
Go the other end. Let's go Nintendo Entertainment System.
Nintendo Entertainment System it is. We bump in the old clues, so that way I don't accidentally redo those. as we go. So, Nintendo Entertainment System. Your first clue on the board here. Let me blank those out. First clue on the board for the Nintendo Entertainment System is going to be this game released February 12th, 1990 in North America. It has had 2 remakes since release. Okay, no takers on that one yet. So we are going to go into the screenshot. Let me add it to here. And then let me get it sent to you guys and reveal it for the audience at home. Immediately, we've got Joshua on the board with his buzzer. Josh, what would you like to
say
guess?
first? The Super Mario Brothers 3.
Super Mario Brothers 3, absolutely correct. Congratulations, Josh, on that wonderful, amazing guess. And
All Stars and the Game Boy Advance remake.
And what category would you like now, my good sir?
Nintendo GameCube.
Nintendo GameCube. All right, let's go back. Nintendo GameCube. So, first clue coming at you. Nintendo GameCube. February 12th, 2002 for North
Hang on,
America.
I think we got to refresh the buzzers.
Oh, yeah, I
Buzzers
do.
are not ready.
My apologies. Thank you so much. February 12th, 2002 for North America. We got a remake of a Dreamcast swan song. And Josh immediately buzzing in. Josh, what is your guess?
I had to get this one. I couldn't let that one fly. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
It absolutely is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Funnily enough, it was the last Sonic game released on a Sega-specific console, which is crazy. And Battle is a remake of just Sonic Adventure 2. So, the more you know. Let's go back to the category board here. Josh, what would you like to take on?
Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64. Okay, we're going to go to Nintendo 64 now. The original era of 3D
Pause buttons.
birthing. All those buttons?
The pause buttons.
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. Please keep me reminded. I have a lot of buttons to press on my end, so thank you so much. The first clue on the board for trivia. N64 era. February 10th, 1997 saw the next generation of arcade racing for this franchise. Joshua again on the board, very first buzzer.
Mario Kart 64.
Oh my gosh, yes, it is Mario Kart 64. It is absolutely Mario Kart 64. I'm realizing
First game I think of was 1997.
it was the first game you played in 97?
That's the first game I think of when I think of that year.
It was such a good year. Does anyone have any like really, really solid memories of that specific game? Like, I will tell you mine. Mine was opening it on Christmas Day and then not having the an RF adapter or the understanding of where the red, yellow, and white cables go. So my dad had to go to a neighbor's house to ask how to hook it up to the TV. It was so good.
Yeah. The Nintendo Power had the there was like a contest to get a gold N64 controller was if you beat the time. So I beat the time, took a picture, then we got the film developed so I could send it into Nintendo Power, and there was a big glare in the picture. And I never got the gold controller.
Oh no, disqualified by a terrible occurrence
Yeah.
with photos in 1997.
So that game sucks.
I understand. I get it.
I mean, it's not as good as Diddy Kong Racing, but it's still a good game. Now, I will say with pictures in that game, because I have a crap ton of memories of that game, but I have a picture on my Game Boy camera still, and you might have seen it, Kody, where I sent you some of those, or we could get them digital.
Oh yeah.
But I just sat down and wanted to see what would happen if you would get the battle score over 99, and I figured it out. It just adds like a little C next to it. And I took a picture of it with my Game Boy camera. It's still on there. I remember sitting there and just purposefully running Bowser off the cliff 100 times in a row.
That is amazing. That's so
Apparently
cool.
didn't have much to do that day.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. All right. Well, that does bring us to the next category selection. Josh, what would you like? All categories are still up for grabs.
Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64 again. All right, we're staying in that era. So, I've got buzzers reset. Perfect. Your first item on the board here for Nintendo 64. Let me get that clue loaded for you. There we go. First item on the board. Released February 8th, 1999 for North America. Hudson Soft oversaw the development of this game. No buzzers as it stands yet. Let me get your second clue on the board. Second clue on the board coming to you guys in private chat.
Buzzed in.
Is it Mario Party?
Oh, yes. Chris, absolutely. It is Mario Party. Second clue is coming to you now. Either way, second clue, it is Mario Party. Wonderful job. Great work. Chris.
Thank you.
You did amazing. What category do you want, my good sir?
Let's go with none other than the Wii.
None other than the Wii. Let me get that queued up. Okay. Move screenshot clue. Remove trivia clue. Trivia question. Let me reset buzzers. Thank you. And you said the Wii, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go to the Wii. February 12th, 2007 for North America. This game was released, and it featured 9 minigames. 1, an homage to Duck Hunt. Joshua.
We play?
It is, in fact, We Play. It's amazing, dude. You are absolutely on fire.
A little bit of a guess. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man, it is in fact We Play, released in 2007. That was one that I never really had the chance to check out. I didn't get We Play. Wii Sports was where it was at for me, so I didn't go check out We Play.
Hanks was all. What was that? Hanks was the star of that one.
Oh
Hanks.
yes.
Yeah, he's right. Hanks. That was the best game on that.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Plus, they didn't come with. Was it Wii Play or which one was the one that came with another Wii remote?
We Play.
Yeah.
Was it Wii
Is
Sports
that Wii
Resort?
Sports Resort? I think had the.
Wii Sports Resort.
It was later because they
had
had the bonus.
Well, they had that Wii motion.
Yeah.
The
motion
add-on
plus.
accelerometer.
I'm going to reset these buzzers here for everybody. And then I'm going to allow Chris to pick out this next category.
Okay. I will go with Wii U.
Oh, we are going to Wii U. Wii U. Okay, let me go ahead and blank this out. We're going to get the proper clue on the board here. Wii U. Okay. I've got buzzers reset. Let me make sure I move this. There we go. Okay, so for your trivia question, February 7th, 2013, worldwide, Koei Tecmo published this Muso featuring a prominent kin.
You said kin, like K-I-N?
K-E-N.
Kin, okay.
Yep. Featuring a prominent kin. Also like Barbie's friend. All right, no buzzers on that one just yet. Let me get your screenshot loaded in and sent over to you guys as well. Screenshot will be coming to you all right now. And revealed to the audience at home. Okay. Oh, we've got Ryan buzzing in.
I feel like it's like Fist of the North Star or something like that. But no, probably not. I'm not sure.
Can you
Just sticks out in my
elaborate?
head. Oh gosh.
Be onto something.
I don't know the actual name of the game. Just I remember them talking about that and there being Ken, and that's about all I know. So I couldn't give you the exact answer for that.
Okay. We are going to load in the next part of this clue. Let me send you guys the audio file. Let me get it queued up on our side for the audience at home to be able to hear. There we go. And then I'm going to send this file to you guys, and I'm going to play it for the audience at home. Nolan has now buzzed in.
That was no help, but I'm gonna guess Dynasty Warriors Fist of the North Star.
Okay, we're teetering on the edge of closeness. We are teetering on the edge of closeness. Does
Okay, go.
either? Okay, Chris has buzzed in. Chris, do you want to take a stab at this one?
Well, I think there was like a there was like more than one of them. So I'll say Fist of the North Star 2. But it's got a subtitle, doesn't it?
It does.
It is like Ken's prom date or something. It's something about Ken, I believe.
It has a good title theme, if that's what
Yeah.
it was.
It absolutely does have a good title theme.
Can you dig it?
Oh, goodness. Joshua, do you want to take a stab in the dark at this one?
Nope.
No, he's just gonna
I have no idea.
back out graciously. I've stumped 4 people. All right, let's go. This one, that means I get points on the board. This one is actually Fist of the North Star, which you guys were very spot on with. Ken's Rage 2 is what the subtitle was. So it was
Oh, boy.
indeed a sequel to
That's
a
Green Fury.
prior game. So I appreciate the valiant effort there, guys. That being said, I believe Chris, you are the person who selected this category. So we're gonna go back to the category board. What would you like to do next?
Let's go back to the Switch.
Okay, we are going to go back to the Nintendo Switch. Let me reset all buzzers here. Let me get our trivia clue queued up here. Too many buttons. Okay. So, for the first clue on the board, from THQ, this top-down hack and slash prequel released February 14th, 2020. Let me get our theme song going again while we're waiting for you guys. Okay, no one is buzzing in, so we are going to throw up the screenshot clue. Oh, we've got Chris buzzing in.
Yeah, it was the oh geez Louise. It was not the geez Louise. It was
I accept it. Final answer?
it was
Louise,
Dark
geez.
Darksiders. Not to be confused with the Super NES, because it was Darksiders Genesis, I think.
It is absolutely Darksiders Genesis. Congratulations, it was Darksiders Genesis. This THQ top-down hack and slash prequel released February 14th, 2020. It was Darksiders Genesis. I think personally they were trying to spurn off the rest of that franchise and do more with it, and then it just didn't go anywhere after the prequel came out. Like, they were done. And the game 3, when it did come out, because they did release 3 after they had released Genesis, if I'm remembering correctly.
Right. Yeah.
3 came out to great acclaim, but they didn't want to pursue it any further. So it does break my heart, because it came out like right after the very following year, and I don't think they have
Right.
any plans of revisiting the franchise.
I think Darksiders Genesis originally launched as a Stadia exclusive, and then later came to the Switch. I think that's why they were so close.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I know that's what Nolan was about to say.
He was. He absolutely was.
Where's the Stadia category?
Yeah.
I'll bring it back.
That'll be on the next one.
I will
Yeah.
bring it
Just
in.
remembered Stadia existed.
Absolutely. Right now we are at the 1/3 mark for the show here. And just to give everybody a quick points recap, we've got Josh with 4 points on the board. We have Ryan, 0 points on the board. Valiant effort with a couple of those guesses, though. You were so close with Fist of the North Star. We've got Chris with 2 points on the board. And we've got Nolan with 1 point on the board. So, we are going to be moving into our next category. Chris, you got that one correct. What would you like our next category to be?
Let's go with the Wii U again.
Wii U again. All right, we're going back to the Wii U. So let me go ahead and get this blocked off. Move that into here. Now this
Kody
will
has 1
be...
point. Don't forget you got one. And don't forget to reset the buzzer.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, I'm following. This will be the last question for the Wii U category. February 7th, 2013 marked the release of this app that was powered by Google. Chris immediately buzzing in.
I'm going to go with YouTube.
It is not YouTube. Nolan, you buzzed in as well? 4.8 seconds later?
Interesting. Huh. It's not YouTube.
It is not YouTube.
Well, Google Apps 2013. Let's go with Buzz.
It is not Google Buzz. Joshua, you have finally buzzed in. No one wants to wait for that second clue, but Josh, what would you like to guess?
I think I know what it is, but I cannot think of the name of it. I think it's Street Cam or something Tour, maybe. I feel like I'm on the right track.
Is that your
I'm
final
completely
answer?
off
Street Cam Tour?
base here. I know that's not the title. I wish I could remember the stupid thing's name. Let's just
looked at the
roll with
home
that.
screen.
Okay.
I just looked at the home screen on Wii U, like last week,
Mhm.
and I looked at that, and I cannot recall the name of it.
I see. I think we're on the right track. No, I shouldn't have said nothing. I'm not gonna get the name. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to reveal the second clue. And Ryan, if you want to wait for even the third clue to come in, you feel free to wait. I'll just ask you, do you want me to wait until the third clue comes in? I'm going to reveal the second clue now to you guys and then to the live chat here.
Yeah.
Do you want me to wait?
No, you get to move on to the next one.
Okay. I will go ahead and open that up either way, just for the people at home to be able to hear and show it off. These are the sounds of this specific app that was released in 2013. Do you want to take a stab in the dark, my good sir?
Unfortunately, it's not jogging my memory. The only thing that's stuck in my head is that it was Google Street View powered, but it's not called Google
Right.
Street View. I feel like it had Wii, or it was like, it's got the naming convention of some of the other ones, like Everybody Votes. What was it? Didn't have travel in the name.
Counting down. 5,
I'm gonna pass.
4. Okay. That answer for this app in particular is called We Street You. We Street You.
Oh,
You guys were
What's that
all
Street
over
You?
the place on this one too. Like I was like, surely somebody is going to
You were.
nail this one. I didn't expect anybody to even get close though, to be completely honest. The powered by Google part is the only part that I thought was acceptable for that specific clue, to give you guys any kind of hint as to what we were expecting in this specific category. So, that being said, Chris, it's still in your court. Where would you like to go? Wii U, by the way, has now been completely finished.
Kaputs.
It is
Alright,
kaput.
let's go with the N64.
N64, and this will be our final, I believe, N64 category as well. So let's go back to the competition overlay. Let me reset all the buzzers here. No pre-buzzing. No pre-buzzing. N64. It is the final trivia in N64. 6 months after its original release on the N64, February 9th, 2000, Europe finally got this sequel to an iconic series. Okay. There are no buzzers. I am going to go ahead and go into your screenshot clue. Screenshot clue is coming at you momentarily. Let me get that sent over to you guys as well in the chat here. Reveal it at home. Immediately we've got Chris buzzing in.
Yeah, that was Resident Evil 2.
That is absolutely Resident Evil 2. Congratulations, Chris. Another one on the board. I never played the N64 release of this one. It wasn't one that I would have touched. I heard it released to mixed reaction as far as whether or not it was the definitive way to play it. Would you agree or disagree with that critical statement?
No, just like all N64 games, it looks like it's got like Vaseline smeared all over it. It is like the cutscenes were all like very compressed so they could get on the cartridge, but it was one of the biggest N64 cartridges.
I will tell you, finding audio for that specific game was nigh impossible because all the audio, by the way, tonight has been ripped from their Nintendo versions of their games for any of the audio clues. So finding audio for that one was misery, and come to find out I didn't even need it. So, thank you for making my job easier. Oh, man. Chris, you got another category in there. Where would you like to go?
Well, we got rid of the Wii U, we got rid of N64. Let's go with the Switch again.
All right, we are going to go back to Nintendo Switch. I do believe we still have 2 in that category. Okay. Let me go ahead and remove the N64 clues off the board. Let me remove the N64 clues off of my hard drive as well, so that way I don't accidentally miscount while I'm doing this. And then we are going to switch.
And reset the buzzer.
Yep, and reset the buzzer. Thank you. So this will be the last one, actually, in the Nintendo Switch, I believe. Hang on one second. Let me reread that. Yes, this will be the last clue in the Nintendo Switch category. So Nintendo Switch has been expended as well. So the clue for trivia for Nintendo Switch. February 12th, 2021 saw the release of not one, but 2 games packed together developed by Nintendo EPD. Nolan.
Is that Super Mario World 3D plus Bowser's Fury?
It absolutely is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. I'll give you that little miscommune there. It is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury for those at home. Nolan, congratulations! getting that Nintendo Switch category completely locked down. We're going to go back to the category board. I will tell you my opinion of... I think I've disconnected from the Discord voice chat. One moment. Everything is broken. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're here now.
You're back.
Okay. My whole computer just refreshed. So I was like, uh-oh. We are still live and we're still going. So let me go ahead and take us into this next category here. What category would you like, Nolan? Where would you like to go?
Let's go back to NES.
Okay, we are going to go back to NES. Let's go back to the competition menu. Whoop. Streamlabs is wanting to do a poop. It is not wanting to show me the things. We're going to take a brief intermission here. We're back! All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that brief pause. I really appreciate it, guys. More than you guys could possibly know.
We thank you.
Oh, we thank you. Just a quick points update, by the way. During the break there, Josh still sitting firmly at first place with 4 points on the board. Ryan, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get on this board, Ryan. I promise. I promise. Also, Chris with 3 points on the board, and Nolan with 2 points on the board. So that is the current points notifications here. Let me reset these buzzers. Let's get our next bit of trivia up on the screen here. And you picked, what category was it you picked while we were in between, or did you pick?
I did pick. I picked NES.
NES. Okay, we are going back to the NES days. Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at that, chat. Don't look at that. I need to reset the buzzers. Okay, I've got the buzzers reset. We are golden. This game released February 10th, 1988 in Japan. The first in its series to let the pro tag be male or female. All right. So we have no one buzzing in for that very first clue. Let me get the screenshot loaded in here. And let me get it sent over to you guys as well. Screenshot will be coming to the chat, and then it will be coming to the live stream. Here's your screenshot. We do have a buzzer. Joshua.
Almost regret my my buzzing hitting there. I think, is it Dragon Quest 3?
Okay, so here's the thing. I will accept that. Okay, I will accept that answer. But when it was released in Japan, it went under another name. Do you remember the other name?
I believe, is it Dragon Hero?
No, it would be Dragon
No.
Warrior. Dragon Warrior 3.
Yep.
So
right.
This is, in fact, Dragon Warrior 3, also known in America, which we did get the American release. It came out as Dragon Quest 3, and then later on a remake, Dragon Quest 3 Seeds of Hope, I believe, or something like that. I can't remember the full subtitle on that, but it is indeed Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior 3. Congratulations, Josh. 5 points.
Got a JRPG question right.
Still, hey, that's amazing.
I don't know. Does 2-player count? Like, I mean, Ice Climber, you could be Nana, so.
There we go. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and reset these buzzers, and we're going to go to the category board for Josh. Josh, what category would you like to go to?
All right, well, we've got to make up for this. We've got to get to the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
We've completely avoided it.
We have completely avoided the Super Nintendo, and I'm kind of amazed at how much we've avoided the Super Nintendo. Let me go ahead, and I've got the buzzers reset for you guys. We're going to get the trivia question for Super Nintendo pulled up here on the board already, and that is released February of '92 for North America. The story is about a dystopian future TV broadcast deathmatch. Chris.
Smash TV.
It is absolutely Smash TV, also known as, coincidentally, Super Smash TV, which I didn't know, and they're infringing a little bit on Sakurai's memory there, just early, though, you know? So...
Did not know that got a Super Nintendo release. I've only played it on arcade.
The ideal place to play it is either arcade or Sega Genesis. That is the ideal place to play it. But it did get a Super Nintendo release. Chris, with
that is a
point.
twin stick shooter. How do you play that on a Super Nintendo?
I guess you use ABXY. That's one that I missed out on too. So I missed it. ABXY, right? That's where it would probably be. You hold your right shoulder button to be able to interact that way. All right, so we are into the next category. Chris, where would you like to go?
Let's go with the Super NES again.
Super NES again. All right. Let's go back. Super NES. I'm going to take the clues off the board here for you guys so you can't see it.
Get my name off the board.
I'm going to reset that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder there. We're going to go to SNES Trivia 2. Let me make sure that I remove Trivia 1. That's kind of keeping track for me on where we're at. The trivia clue, released February of 1993 for North America, this Konami game was based on an animated TV series. No buzzers? I'm going to go ahead and prep the screenshot clue for you guys at home and then for you guys here. Screenshot clue will be coming at you guys momentarily. Now.
Yep, thought so.
Joshua.
This is a great game. Tiny Toons Adventures Buster Bust Loose.
It's absolutely Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Bust Loose. Good job. Good job.
Fantastic
That is
game.
that screenshot, by the way. I didn't show it to the rest of the chat. My apologies, guys. I'm pressing too many buttons all at once. That screenshot, by the way, it comes from the Tasmanian Devil level, where you are pretty much jumping up and down while he is going through doors on the right and coming out on the left, a very cartoon moment. So it's a good game. It's a good game.
Until he passes out.
You do. Josh, that gives you 6 points right now. We're going to go to the category board. What category would you like to see?
Go ahead and get through Super Nintendo.
Okay, we are going to go ahead and black out the last of Super Nintendo on here. And then we're going to go back to the competition screen here. Let me get these clues prepped. Clue number 1 for this final segment of Super Nintendo. Let me reset the buzzers. February 93. Simulate life as we know it in this game by Maxis. Joshua.
Sim City.
Incorrect.
Oh, it is incorrect because that came out in 91.
Nolan, you buzzed in at plus 115 milliseconds.
I think I know.
I'm gonna go with Sim Earth.
It is indeed Sim Earth. Congratulations. That was a Sims game that I missed out on. I played a lot of Sim Farm back in that era for the PC via floppy disk, but I did not play Sim Earth. Anyone here familiar with Sim Earth while we go over to the category board?
Yeah, it's a very ambitious game that is not always successful.
Oh no, those poor guys.
Didn't say good. He said ambitious. It tries.
Oh man.
I mean, there's a lot. It's like very cool. You can get really into it. There's a lot of systems. It just hard to navigate and hard to, I don't know, find anything to do with the systems.
How's it compared
Almost
to
gets
Sim Ant?
I've never played that one either.
Sim Ant.
Very different from
I've seen
Sim
the
Ant.
part.
Yeah, but there are fewer giant spiders, so better.
I missed out on all these Sim games growing up. It was
Oh,
literally
Sim
only-
Ant is great.
Is it just like an ant farm that you just simulate being an ant in, or like?
It's kind of like Pikmin. You like have all these ants and you're trying to like forage for food and things, and you send them like into the house to find stuff. It's I don't know. It's pretty cool.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Like
I'm gonna have to give it a
giant
try.
insects and arachnids. Yeah.
SNES era or earlier, or is this just PC only?
That was on SNES.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Maybe we'll do a Sim Ant stream over on my channel just to
There you
try
go.
it out. All right. So that being said, Nolan, you won that round. What category would you like to go to?
Is there only NES left?
There is NES. There is GameCube.
Oh,
There is
yeah.
Wii. There is not Wii U. My apologies. There is
Let's do a GameCube.
no Switch either. So we are going to go to GameCube. So we have NES, GameCube, and Wii still on the board. We're going to go to GameCube. Let me go ahead and get those clues queued up. I'm going to reset all the buzzers here. Let me hide my questions. All right. So we're going to go to GameCube. Okay. The first trivia here for GameCube. This tactical shooter was released on February 11th, 2003 for North America. Okay. No buzzers yet. No buzzers yet. Let me get the screenshot queued up for the live chat here. And then let me get it queued up for you guys. And the screenshot is coming to you guys now and also then to the live chat. Joshua.
Oh, I might have twitched and accidentally hit the buzzer, so
Oh,
I'm just
no.
gonna say, I'm pretty sure there was a Desert Storm game on the GameCube.
It is not Desert Storm.
Okay.
Chris.
Sweet mother of pearl. I
That'd be a cool title. Like,
yeah. I think it was Tom Clancy's.
almost said that.
It was like the advanced. No. Now I'm mixing it up with like Call of Duty because I thought it was Advanced Warfare.
Tom Clancy, Black Ops 2.
Yeah, it was like Ghost Recon. No, I don't remember. Never mind. False alarm.
Final answer, false alarm.
Final answer.
Tom Clancy, false alarm.
Ghost Recon. Advanced Warfare.
I'm gonna go ahead and say you're wrong on that one. real
Yeah,
quick.
that's fine.
Okay, so we are gonna go into the final clue here. Let me get that queued up for the live chat. This is GameCube clue, sound clue 2. Okay. And then let me get it sent over to you guys as well. GameCube sound clue 2. Boop. And then I'm going to play it for the audience at home. I don't know that will help anyone.
Not unless they sing the title.
Ryan.
Whatever's stuck in my head is Siphon Filter, but I don't know if that's right or not.
That is
Clancy's
incorrect.
Siphon Filter?
That is incorrect. My apologies, Ryan. Nolan, you've heard it all. You've seen it all. You've listened to it all.
Sure. Let's see. What's a shooty shooter? Band of Brothers.
It is not Band of Brothers either. My apologies, contestants. Super Nintendo, you were the closest, but you added extra to the rest of the subtitle by a long shot. It was just Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. Period. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have disqualified you on that, but I feel like I have to at this point. So I feel like I have to. Let me go ahead. We're gonna get these clues erased off the board. We're gonna go over to the category board. And then we're gonna allow who picked the last category? Was that you, Nolan?
It was.
Okay, Nolan.
Yeah.
You still have 1 NES, 2 more GameCube. No, my apologies. 1 more GameCube and 2 for the Wii.
Do a Wii.
Let's do a Wii. We're gonna do a Wii. All right. So let me go ahead and get the Wii trivia question queued up. I'm gonna reset all these buzzers. Wii trivia question on the board. February 10th, 2009, North America received this on-rail shooter, the first to be solely released for home consoles. Joshua.
Done that. I shouldn't have done that. It's not Sin and Punishment, is it?
It is not Sin and Punishment. It is not Sin and Punishment.
It was a good game.
Ryan.
Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles.
It is not Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, but that is a good guess.
I got way too fast.
Okay. We're going to go to the screenshot clue now. Let me get this queued up for the audience at home. Make sure that I've got the right screenshot. Okay, I do. And then let me send it to you guys as well. Coming to you privately. Screenshot going live on the stream. We've got Nolan buzzing in.
Holy cow, is it House of the Dead Overkill?
It is House of the Dead Overkill. It
Oh my God.
absolutely is. House of the Dead Overkill. The only House of the Dead game that I ever played was Typing of the Dead. That was the only House of the Dead game I played, other than the arcade ones. And I thought it was interesting that this one was the very first one to come to home consoles just in general. So
I'm just glad Nolan buzzed in first, because I was going to say House of the Dead Overkill Advanced Warfare, and that would have been
Can we just
wrong.
say how much of a crime it is that we don't have Area 51 on anything?
1000%. Absolutely. Oh man, everybody loves running and gunning aliens, man. Like, come on. Get it together. Nolan, you were getting close. Right now the score is Josh with 6 points, Ryan with 0. I swear you will get on this board. We will invite you back. You will get on this board.
I would not have gotten this one without Ryan reminding me of Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. Put me in like an exact time and space
Oh,
Yeah,
when I
goodness.
was playing these games. Yeah.
Right in the right spot. We've got Chris with 4 points, and we've got Nolan with 4 points. According to me, now is that count correct? I don't know. Is that correct to you guys? Does that sound right? Okay. Let me go ahead and reset the board here, and then that does leave us with still 1 GameCube, 1 Wii, and 1 NES.
Finish off the Wii.
All right, we are going to finish off the Wii. Let me gray that one out. We're going to go back over to here. Let me get rid of these clues off the board here and reset. I did reset the buzzers. Look at me go, being ahead of it. We're going to do the final Wii one. Yes? Yes?
Yeah.
We're going to do the final Wii one. Using the Wii balance board was optional for this February 9th, 2010 platformer. Okay. We got no buzzers. Let me get our final Wii clue up on the board here and then sent to you guys at home. I'm going to send it to you guys at home. I'm going to reveal it to the live audience. Whoops. Apparently, I did not put up the right clue for the live audience. Hang on one moment here. There we go. We got it swapped out. And we did have Josh buzz in immediately.
Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz.
It is not Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. My second one that we have here, Ryan. What is the name of this Monkey Ball game?
If it's not Banana Blitz, the GameCube one was 2, so I don't think it's 2. I'm just gonna say Super Monkey Ball 2.
That is incorrect. We got Chris on the board here.
It was Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll.
It is indeed Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll.
Never got that.
Congratulations, Chris. I played Banana Blitz, but I'm with you. I never got Step and Roll. And Step and Roll seems really, really interesting. I like the idea of using the Wii balance board for more than just Wii Fit. And there was like a slew of games that started incorporating it like back in that era. But I think Super Monkey Ball is probably the most successful one because when I was researching this game to add it to the trivia show, it was so entertaining, like watching people play that with the actual like Wii balance board. You guys, you haven't lived until you've watched a Wii balance board speed run of Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll. So we're going to go back to the category board here, and that is going to eliminate Wii. We have two categories left, and that is NES or GameCube. What would you like, Nolan?
I don't think I'm up, am I?
No, my apologies.
Up, right?
Super Nintendo, yes. Chris.
Nolan, if you want to pick, you can pick, you know?
Just trying to, abide by the rules.
Okay, GameCube then?
Okay, we'll be going to GameCube. We're gonna go over to the main competition screen. Let me get the buzzers reset. Let me get our trivia question loaded in for the GameCube. And I'm going to reveal that to the audience now. First in its series to be released for a Nintendo console since 1994. This came to the North America region February 9th, 2004. Okay, no buzzers for that trivia question. We're going to go into the screenshot clue. Let me edit the back end of this really quickly. And then I will send you yours privately. I'm going to reveal the screenshot to the audience at home. Nolan is our first buzzer.
Oh.
Is that Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
That is indeed Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It is one of the coolest Final Fantasy games, and I know Ryan and I would bond over that one. Like that one is like one of our 100%. Go-to Final Fantasies. It was the first Final Fantasy.
Let's not talk about the Switch release.
No, I cannot play that piece of garbage. It's so bad.
It's so awful.
But I really like the integration of the GBA with the GBA link cable that they did to it too. Like it was
so good.
Inventive, and just like a beautiful game. I really like that one. Unfortunately, that does end on an NES game that is our final category for the night. Let's jump back over to the competition board. We're going to jump back over to the competition board. Let me hide all of our clues. Trivia question. Let me reset all our buzzers. And I'm going to reveal the trivia for our final category here tonight. February of 1992 featured Mick and Mac traversing 7 worlds to find puzzle cards. I appreciate you, Super Nintendo Dad, in the live chat saying Duck Hunt.
Someone wants to take the answer.
All right, so no one is buzzing in for that very first clue. I am going to queue up our screenshot. I will tell you, this is a very big favorite of mine from my childhood. That's not going to give you any kind of extra clues, though. I have a lot of experience with this one. I've sent it to you guys privately. I'm going to reveal it to the live audience at home. It is still quiet as a mouse in this buzzer room. It is
You
still.
made this game up. It's not real.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, Nolan buzzing in.
Adventure Island.
It is not Adventure Island.
Hmm.
It is not Adventure Island. Would you guys like your sound clue as a group? Would you guys like your sound clue?
Sure.
I don't know if it's gonna
Sure.
help you guys at this point. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I don't know if it's gonna help you
It's got
guys.
a bopping theme.
It does have a bopping theme. It absolutely does. I'm sending it to you guys now. Let me reveal it to the audience at home. I will play that one more time for the audience at home. Okay. So that is all three. So I'm going to start from my left to my right and ask you guys to hazard a guess. Josh, would you like to hazard a guess?
I'm gonna say Alex Kidd, the ripoff.
It is not Alex Kidd the ripoff.
I have no idea.
Oh my goodness. Ryan, would you like to hazard a guess?
A Boy and His Blob.
It is not A Boy and His Blob. Finally, Chris, your chance to steal the limelight, to take the show.
To take it all. I think with it being you saying Mick and Mac, it seems like something that you would see from like a like a licensed property, like some sort of now there was like a game about like some sort of McDonald's game. I think it, yeah.
McDonald's Land or whatever it was.
Yeah. McDonald's.
It was indeed some sort of McDonald's game. You are absolutely on the right track.
Mm.
Do you
It was like-
remember the title of this game?
No idea. It was just a couple of McDonald's kids.
Just a couple of McDonald's kids in a McDonald's world, you know.
Yeah, living their life.
Oh my goodness. I will go ahead and reveal the answer to this question and let you guys know it is M.C. MC Kids. MC Kids.
Yes.
It was a McDonald's
Oh,
tie-in game. You went on an adventure where you collect puzzle cards to try to put together parts of a map, if I'm remembering correctly. And as you go, you find this map. You meet Ronald McDonald and Birdie at the birdhouse, and they send you across a land in 7 different worlds where your goal is to find the puzzle cards in each level. It is a extreme throwback. And I did not expect this to be the last question on the board for you guys. But that does bring us to our winner for the night. And then we're going to go back to the just chatting screen here with you guys.
I'm just surprised.
Oh my goodness. So it is a good game. Live chat, thank you guys so much for being here, by the way. I did not get the chance to say anything to you guys as we were doing this. I had so many buttons that I needed to press, and I do want to thank you guys for your attendance and all the guessing in the live chat. But I'm with you. I'm surprised Yu-Gi-Oh! Did rip off MC Kids. But final standings for tonight. We've got our friend of the show, Ryan Black from Nintendo Nostalgia, with 0 points. You will make a comeback someday. Someday, Ryan, when we do the show again. He is pulling up 3rd place, though. So you still get on there, because there are 2 individuals that are sharing the 2nd place part on the podium. And that is going to be Chris with 5 points, Nolan with 5 points, and our number one, our first place winner at the home game, Josh Taylor. Bear, congratulations. A round of applause in the chat. Your camera keeps going out and then back in. I don't know why. It's terrifying. But I do want to congratulate you.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Do you have any words to say to your adoring fans at home? I can't hear you now.
Disney World.
Ryan, would you like to say words for Josh?
Yeah, he's going to Disney World.
He probably will be going to Disney World. I think he's got a few of those trips planned. That man goes to Disney World more times than I can count.
I shouldn't, but
You shouldn't?
it is what it is.
Oh no.
If you want to send me, that's fine.
We'll figure out a
I
prize.
was actually getting really nervous.
You were getting nervous?
Yeah, I mean those two were like 1 point behind me. I thought I was going out, especially when we started hitting like a bunch of RPGs and stuff there, like the Final Fantasy game and all that. And I was like, and then this MC Kids, whatever it was, I thought I was done.
Chris was so close. I wanted so badly to just give it to you so that way I could have forced a tie, Chris. Just to be like, you know what? But I couldn't do that. And if you hadn't guessed additionally Advanced Warfare on Tom Clancy Ghost Recon, you would have been on that podium with him in first place.
Oh, that's true.
But that being said, I appreciate you guys so much for coming on my show, even with all its quirks and problems and me trying to figure out how to run a reputable trivia show all on my own with pressing all the buttons. I need an assistant. I need a Vanna White out there. That's what I really need at this point with all the buttons I'm pressing. But congratulations, Josh. Thank you, Ryan, Chris, Nolan, for joining me. If you guys want to stick around for a couple minutes after we end tonight's show for a post-show chat and kind of decompress with everybody, feel free to stick around. That being said, Ryan, where can they find you? What are you about?
Yeah, you can find me over on Nintendo Nostalgia. We do a weekly podcast talking about the good old days and just reliving old games and our memories. We have strong memories together, me and my co-host Jacob. And then you can find us on any of the podcast feeds out there, like Apple Podcasts, YouTube. We have a stream on there now. You can also find us on Pandora Podcast, things like that. And then if you want to find me personally, I stream over on Metroid Hunter 101 on Twitch. So.
Absolutely. Let me go ahead and get Metroid Hunter 101 a shout out here in the live chat as well. Go check him out. He does a lot of charity streams, right, Ryan? So you usually do stuff for Extra Life, St. Jude's, right?
Yeah, I like to do that once. I like to do that once a year, and then I play a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and other things here or there. But yeah,
absolutely.
Just mostly Nintendo, mostly Switch stuff. Occasionally some classics, but yeah, that's what I do.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Right now, over on their podcast, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I might be behind a couple episodes, but you guys are currently doing a deep dive on Super Mario World. Is that right?
Yeah, we just wrapped up World 7. Just took out Bowser. We're going to be hitting the secret levels, Star Road, and the bonus levels at the end of that Star Road.
Very cool. And it's an experience, you guys. Like, go over there, check them out. Make sure that you guys are listening over there. They're kind of going through Super Mario World as if it's the first time someone's playing it and trying to relive some of that childhood nostalgia as you go through it. It's a cool series. Mr. Chris Becker, where can we find you? What are you about? Besides birds.
Besides my bird collection, yeah. I am, I got a YouTube channel, Super Nintendo. You can find, I got a podcast I do every once in a while, Nintendo Today. Yeah, you can pretty much just find me on Super Nintendo on everything.
Yep. He is a wonderful variety streamer. He does a lot of indies, a lot of stuff for Nintendo Switches, especially. I mean, he should. Nintendo is in his name. It should be Switch stuff. But the last couple of things he's been checking out is a lot of the Steam Next Fest demos. Let me tell you, my favorite game he's played recently is Little Guardsman, and that's because he created chaos and allowed a singing Jezebel to just walk in and murder his entire town. It was so good. It was so good. But go do me a favor. Go follow him over on Twitch. Amazing content creator. And Nolan Filter. Calamity Nolan. Tell us about you.
Whoa.
Where can they find you? What are you about?
Yeah, so I do stream at twitch.tv/Calamity Nolan. I do a lot of variety streams, and then also some challenge runs and speed runs, and also critical plays. And I'm always fundraising, so it's a good time. Come on by. I also make games. If you want to check those out, you can check out my studio Up at Night at upatnight.games, or if you just want to try some random game jams I've made, you can find those at calamitynolan.itch.io.
Absolutely. Really cute games that he has created. My personal favorite, and I haven't gotten to play any of these on stream, but my personal favorite one is essentially the unpacking game that looked like it had cats. It was cats. Am I correct on that? From what I watched,
I think you're conflating two games.
The witch unpacking game. My apologies. The magical unpacking game. And the cats game. I am. Darn it. I'm the worst.
Yeah. There's one that's that is cats that you got to get your cats ready for bed. It's a little puzzle game that I made for a Secret Santa gift exchange game jam. So each person got someone else, and you had to make a personalized game for them. And then I also have a game called Unmooring. That one's called Kitten Caboodle. I have a game called Unmooring, which is basically unpacking, but with dark rituals. So it's, you're taking things out of your box, and you have to align them in a certain way so that the ritual happens. And that one I made for the 4-color game jam last year. And that's where your color palette was limited to only using 4 colors. So I made all the assets with these 4 given colors that we could use.
I'm doing an Only Nolan stream coming up, so that way I can make sure that I know what I'm talking about. My gosh, look at me being horrible. Everybody here, you guys know Josh. I'm going to pop his link tree in the chat here, but Josh, where can they find you? Tell them about yourself. What are your passion projects? What are you working on right now?
Of course, you can find me here. You can find me on Twitter, like always, basically anywhere at Whopper744. There, it's Whopper744 Games. But yeah, I mean, I've got 2 different jobs right now, so it keeps me a little busy. But yeah, I like to try to make stuff the best I can. Most of it's just been like Mario Maker stages in recent years. But no, I've been working on, of course, my kids' book that comes out in. I can't really say an official date because there's not one, but very, very soon. It's done. The final copy's looking good. Basically, we're just getting ready to send it all out. So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping it leads us into more of a creative side of things. Maybe open some new doors for me. Help lead us in that way. Yeah, I think I need to talk to some others on here that knows how to work some game jams and stuff. That sounds awesome. That. Yeah, just in the middle of a lot of things and trying my best to make this a little more enjoyable for everybody while I'm working the one IT job for now and my side job at Chick-fil-A. So yeah, just got a lot going on.
Absolutely.
All over the place.
I am attempting my best to be able to put that Up at Night Games link in my chat for the people. We got a few people finding it for me, and I had to VIP. A couple of people will get it into the chat. I promise.
I appreciate that.
And my name's Kody. You guys know me. I'm here most of the time, but when I'm not here, I'm streaming over on my own channel a couple nights a week here lately. Most of the time, I try to make sure that I get 5 nights a week out there, but lately it's been like 2. But my name's Nerdwire Plays. I play a lot of Nintendo stuff. Love a lot of Nintendo stuff. Feel free to follow here. This is where you'll get your normal Nintendo news fix. We don't normally do this. This was a special episode. And again, I want to give a big thanks to my contestants here along with my co-hosts. If you will, hang around for like 20 seconds. We will be right back after these credits roll for a post-show chat. Thank you guys so much.